morning, everyone. Hi, Kim. Hi, Mary. Hi, Kitty. Hi, Pauline. How is everybody doing today? I know this is a little earlier than I normally go. I have something going on later this afternoon, and so I had to get this going. Hi, Tasha. I'm glad y'all could join. Yes, crafty people in the house. Yeah. All right. So, should we go ahead and talk about what we're going to be doing today? We are going to be making a slimline, and these are our fun products. Good. I'm so glad everybody's doing well, and it's so good to see so many of y'all in here. All right, so we're going to be making, like I said, a slimline. Here are the products. This one is the Slimline Woodsy. This is a slimline stamp set. I love this wood grain look to it. We're not going to be using any of the smaller stamps, although there is a matching die to go along with those. We also have our trick or drink, because as you guessed, we're going to be making a drink card. Hi, Michelle. Good morning from Tucson. Hello, Carol. You're watching from work, Kim. That's awesome. In the UK, it is the evening. That's right. Oh my goodness. All right, we're also going to be using the Brew die set. I absolutely adore this die set. I don't know if you saw this before. I did kind of like a haul video on these, or like release video on these, and showed the different pieces of it, but I just love this set. So we're going to be using that as well. Then we're also going to be using this stencil called the Seasonal Winds, because yes, wind, but I used it once before, yeah, kind of like wind, but I want to use it like it's the steam from the cup. So we're going to be doing that as well. And then I also have these just absolutely gorgeous Extravagant emerald gems, and I'll show them a little bit more up close. Hi, Cherry. Yay, catching alive. I'm so glad y'all are here. You just don't know how. You're making my heart happy this morning, I'll tell you what. Okay, so I'm going to start off by doing some spraying. I want my background to have a little bit of a sprayed look. We're going to make this a little creepy. Yes, isn't it cute, Kitty? It is just, woo, love it. So we're going to start by spraying. So I'm going to set these products off to the side. And then I'm going to grab out my splatter box. It's going to get a little dark. Sorry about that. But I have a tendency to overspray everything. And then we're going to go, it's going to be vertical. It's going to be a vertical card. So I'm going to bring in some Distress spray stains. We've got some Pumice Stone and Dusty Concord. So I'm going to start by doing a little bit of our Dusty Concord on there. And if you've ever used spray stains, obviously it's going to be a little bit of a different look pretty much every time you do it. So that's what we're doing. So I'll get that going. And I know Tim sprays water typically, Tim Holtz, but I'm just going in. I don't want this to be too dark, so some of this will dry back a bit. Let's heat set it, and we'll see where we need to add more and what colors. And if anybody was able to get their hands on the mica stains, mica sprays, I was playing around last night. They look really cool on a background like this also. So whatever sprays you might have, pull those out, try them out, take a look. All right, I think we're going to need a little more purple, maybe a little more both. All right, a little more both. Let's get in there. Don't want it to be too crazy dark, but where are the boys? You know what? Now they're actually napping. I have the catio open, and they are on the catio asleep because it's like 70 degrees out there, and it is nice. I know. They were in here earlier, and you know what? Since I'm doing sprays, you'd think they'd be all over this, right, Cherry? Because anytime there's a wet medium, they're like, where should our paws be? And believe it or not, my son is still here, and he's in the other room just kind of chilling. He gets to be my +1 to what we've got going on this afternoon. It's actually a tasting for my daughter's wedding. We're going to go taste some of the food options. And then And I can't miss that, right? Because, you know, we're paying. So definitely want to try out that food. Okay, I do want this to be fairly dry. And then why not? Let me put it up because you can't even see it. Oh my goodness, it's kind of dark. So let's do some water splatter on it. Kind of lighten that up a little bit. Yes, I know. I'm super excited to do this tasting. Isn't that sad? I'm so excited. I didn't eat breakfast this morning. Not that we're going to get like major portions or anything like that, but I know. I'm excited. Should be fun. So what are you all up to today? I know someone is working. Yes, Mary. Oh, I'm all about some tastings. All right, so it's a little bit dark, but that's okay because I want this to be kind of creepy. Just want to make sure that's dry, and then let's bring in our stamps. I'm sorry that was so dark. Hard to see what you're doing when it's so dark. I need my Misty for this. Okay, now you can kind of get a look at what that looks like. It's kind of cool, isn't it? All right. So I'm going to put this in my Misty. And you know what? Just to make sure that it doesn't move, if I do need to stamp again, which I don't think I will, but let's just stick it down, call it good. Yeah, wouldn't that be great, Mary? I'll ask them, hey, while you're at it, if you have any leftovers, that way I don't have to cook tonight. That will be fun. Okay. Yeah, and I know my son's excited to go do the tasting. He's all about some food, and I don't blame him. He gets it from his mama. Okay, so here is our wood grain stamp. I'm going to ink this up with some blackout ink. You're camping? Oh my gosh. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little jealous. It seems like we haven't camped in a while, so, and hopefully we'll get to soon. Camping in Iowa. Is it nice? Is the weather good? Yeah, Mary, I love this stamp. It is, oh, I feel like it's got some versatility to it. You know, you could use it all year round. Obviously, it's good for fall cards, but definitely all year round. And let's hope I did okay. A couple spots down here, maybe not so well. Okay. But you know what? That's okay. I'm not really that worried about it. This is just our background. So let me just pull this out. Yeah, camping. Oh. Hi, Mariska. How are you? You're a bit late to the party. That's okay. We're going to make a Slimline spooky card. I know that not everybody celebrates Halloween, but you could absolutely adapt this to do something else. Your friend from Gretna. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, small world, kitty. Small world. Okay, I am going to bring in the splatter box one more time because this is where I'm going to bring it. And I'm sorry, it's so dark. I don't really know how to fix that portion of it. But maybe I'll work with that and we can figure that out. So I want to bring this in. And we're going to set it up here. Okay, now to do this, that means I need a few pieces of, just to cover this up so I don't make a mess. And I'm going to spray over the top with some peeled paint, but this is going to be the Distress Oxide spray. So I don't know how this is going to go because what I played around with yesterday. Oh, it's getting chilly. Oh, I love chilly. I love blanket weather. I love sweater weather. I love sweater weather. Hi, Melissa. How are you? On the couch. That sounds wonderful. On the couch with a blanket. I am in jeans. It is in the 70s here, so, and I know most places that's kind of warm, but okay, we're going to see. This may not turn out like I'm hoping, but since I'm using some Distress Oxide spray, we're going to just go with it and hope for the best, right? Hope for the best. So let's pull these away. I just need it to be sort of subtle on that background. And it is. It's actually, that's kind of what I was going for. Let's set that off to the side. We'll clean it up later. Okay. And see, so it's just sort of subtle. That Distress Oxide layered pretty nicely on there. And then we'll see how that kind of dries, but ooh, I like that. Okay, so I'm getting happy with that background. That's a lot of fun. Yes, chilly and gray here too. Okay, everybody's getting some cooler weather. It is actually cold for Alabama in the 70s. I think we're supposed to get some rain here in the next few days. So, but yeah, so I think that looks, I'm happy with that. Thanks, Pauline. Yes, I'm liking that. Okay, so now let's bring in our next bits. And that would be our die set. So now I did go ahead and do a little prep ahead of time. I went ahead and die cut out the pieces. And yeah, we're going kind of spooky. But again, this is one of those die sets that, you know, yeah, it's got the ghosts and the jack-o'-lantern face, but you wouldn't have to go with that. You could make the pumpkin spice latte, which you've seen me do before. But I wanted this to look almost like pumpkin cauldron type. Tropical kind of gal, so you need heat. Well, it's funny. I grew up in a moderate climate. I guess it'd be, I don't know, maybe like Germany is my guess, because it's hot in the summer, cold in the winter, but then we also get tornadoes and everything else. So, and we get blizzards, we get it all. We get the heat waves up in Nebraska. So moving down to Alabama, I've always really liked the heat, but it's funny because I do crave the cold. All right, so this is what I'm thinking. We're going to put our little cauldron down here, and then here are the pieces. So I went ahead and cut that out, and there is a trick to how you put it together. So I'm probably going to zoom this in so you can see a little better about how I do that. Let's move this off to the side. And the trick here is to just go right along this edge, and you're going to want to like almost like an imaginary straight line everything up at that top. And if you do that, you shouldn't have any problems. Let me make those mistakes for you, because believe me, I have. Thanks, Mariska. Yeah, the texture on that turned out pretty cool. There really are so many cute Halloween cards, or stamps, dies, you name it, they're out there. It's fun. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that, just kind of try and, whoops. This is why I use liquid glue, people. Because even I'm not following my own. Get it lined up at the top portion. Okay. So we've got that one on there. And then I'm actually going to do the other side as well, just to even myself out. But yeah, that's why I use liquid glue. And then line that back up again at the top. So it's like our imaginary line is wherever your lip would be on the cup. Okay. And then before I stick the rest of them down, I'll just kind of place them in there and see how that's going to go. Because I want to make sure that I've got room. Okay. All right. Yeah, I have the best time making Halloween cards. I don't send them out as well. I should. Really should. Okay. And we'll do our other side. So yeah, I like to work outside in. Works for me. Let's make sure I'm actually getting that kind of straight. Okay. And then our last piece for the center. So cute. I can imagine this as like a, almost like a yellow-orange pumpkin. You could do a green pumpkin. I don't know, it'd be kind of fun to do all kinds of colors. All the different fall colors, that'd be fun. Even if you didn't put the face on, which I do have a little green face. I was thinking green just because it looks like the steam that's coming out of there is a little bit, you know, spooky, potion-like. I know, right, Melissa? That's my thing too. I mean, I could send it to my nieces and nephews, but they probably get like 4 or 5 cards from me with as many as I make. So I need to do a better job of actually sending them out. Okay, so then I die cut out the little face. Isn't that cute? Oh, it just makes me happy. I think I like the green. I think I'm going to go with the green just because it's a little bit eerie, a little spooky, kind of fun. But this die set also has like the leaf. You could have a little spider coming out of the side. It is fun. And then the little swirl for like the top of your leaf, almost like it would be, you know, an actual pumpkin. And then we've got the pieces for the cinnamon stick. So you make your little cinnamon stick. So you wouldn't have to make it look like a pumpkin with a face. It could just be a pumpkin. And then also the little ghost steam that you could have coming out. We're not going to use the ghost steam today, although somebody on the team the other day made one with the ghost steam, and they made it so it could come out. I thought that was so clever. All right. So he's kind of eerie. I debated whether it should be green or yellow, and I feel like either way you really can't go wrong, but I went with green. I'll send this to one of my nephews. They'll appreciate that. They'll appreciate that. One of the older ones who might actually drink coffee. I don't know. There we go. And then I also have the whipped cream. I popped that or die cut that out as well. And then we'll just stick that kind of behind is what I'm thinking. All right, look at that. How fun is that going to be? Ooh, eerie and fun. I love that. Okay, you don't think Halloween is a thing? No, it probably isn't. They come to your door for treats, but they don't dress up or decorate their homes. And cards? Nope, not here. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, which, it's just so fun. I love when the little ones come to the house. I don't know if they'll do that with, you know, all that's going on. I don't know if they'll do that this year. But it's one of my favorite parts about Halloween is handing out that candy to the little ones and having them be so excited. And you see all their different costumes and, I don't know, it's fun. I certainly don't care even when the older kids come too. I love it. So heck, I'll even give out treats to the adults. Pumpkin lattes. I'm all about that too. Make so many cards and don't send them. Yeah, I do too. You and me both. I do too. You know what I'm actually going to do is I am going to just kind of prop this on the back a little bit just so I don't. And maybe I'll, I don't think it'll matter, but, and then our sentiment will go on there, underneath. I'm thinking it's going to line up underneath. I thought about making some ground, but, and then you could pop this up on foam tape if you wanted, but we're just going to do it like so. And then our sentiment is going to come from this one, which is the Trick or Drink, which is, you've been boozed. I think a boo brew for you is cute. Trick or Drink is fun. Raise your spirits, that's fun. So let me pull that out. Obviously, I've used a boo brew for you a few times, but I just love that one. Isn't that kind of fun, the purple and green? Thanks, Mary. Okay, so let me get out some more white paper. Goodness knows I have some somewhere in my mess. All right, here we go. And then we'll stamp that up there with the stamp block. There we go. Tell you, it's been a morning. All right. Okay, that actually stamped well. I thought I was, you know, having some regrets that maybe I should have put it into a the Misty, but I didn't. It worked. It's just paper, right? That's what I tell myself all the time. It's just paper. But it is a little bit more nerve-wracking when I'm live with y'all. Okay. So here we'll pull out guillotine trimmer. This has just been my go-to for sentiments and such. Partly because I need to replace the blade. I need to replace the blade in my other. Okay. And then if I just leave that down at the bottom like that, I think I'm going to do a little angle though. And then we'll just pop that down. Right. I'm almost like it's sitting right on top. All right, and then for our base, oh, so you've never had one, Pauline. Oh my gosh, that's right. I remember now. You said you've never had a pumpkin latte. Oh my goodness. So that does make me a little sad for you because they are delicious. Some people love them, some people hate them, and you know, it is what it is. I will say that I took my son to Dunkin' Donuts the other day just to have a coffee date with him. And I don't typically like, I mean, I love coffee too. You guys know I'm a tea drinker, but I'm not typically like a sweet coffee drinker. If I'm going to have coffee, it's going to be a black. So I don't typically do that. Now, if I'm going in with the mindset of like, oh, I'm having a sweet drink, that's different. So I tried to get a pumpkin latte at Dunkin', and it was like chewing the sugar. It wasn't, I'm sure it was probably very lovely to most people, but because I'm not used to that, it was so much sugar. Send those cards out. Yes, it does. People love to receive them. In fact, I received a card the other day from Pauline. So major thank you, Pauline. You are so talented. And I'm going to do a little, I want to show everybody because the girl's got some talent. Adult trick-or-treating would be fun. Right? Right, kitty? You know. I love to sit out in the neighborhood, like, and have your little bowl of candy and watch the kids go by and come on up. And anyway. Okay, so I'm just attaching that down with some liquid glue. And then we're going to bring in those Extravagant emeralds. This is where we're going to bring in some pow. Little pow. You like the way she thinks, right? Okay. Oh, bright and shimmery. So pretty. Okay. And I'll pull out my pickup stick. I just thought this would be fun to have these going all the way up. And it brings in all these different levels of green because that peeled paint back there is a little bit more subdued than we have that almost like a, I don't want to say Kelly green, more of a limey type green. But I'm loving these. Oh my gosh. I love embellishments anyway, but for some reason, I think this sparkle just has me all like, woo. If you saw my embellishment drawer, you'd be, ooh, girl. So many specialty drinks are super sweet. Yeah, they're too sweet, Kitty. I agree. I'm maybe the only person on the planet who doesn't get all crazy for the pumpkin stuff. You're okay, Carol. That's what I said. Like, you either love it or you hate it. Now, when it goes away, I'm okay with it going away. But then I look forward to it coming back in the fall. I feel like that's like a, ooh, it's... Our neighborhood gave out Jell-O shots. No way, Mary. Oh my gosh. I'm coming to your neighborhood. Just kidding. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. And I could be going way overboard with these, but if you've ever heard my plight, I never seem to know exactly how many to put down, but I feel like this is okay. Like, I may not be putting too many down just simply because it's going with the, oh my gosh, I love this. This makes me happy. For a very happy Halloween. Y'all are a fun group, that's for sure. Okay. I love my pickup stick. Actually, I love the price of it the most. All right. Well, even though some of you do not celebrate Halloween, I am so grateful that you stopped in today to hang out with me. And the rest of us, it seems like it's just not the same without some of y'all just popping in. All y'all, actually. I love it. It's, you guys don't even know how you brighten my day when I need it the most. And so... It's been a little bit of a day, so I'm so grateful for you guys. You've set the tone for me. I know I probably say that every time, but if you had any idea how when I leave after getting to chat with you guys, you gotta go, Mariska. Oh, all right, we'll catch you later, hun. Bye. Yep, it just does my heart happy. Okay, well, I think that might be it for me on this one. Ooh, some glossy accents would be fun over his eyes though, right? Maybe I should do that too, and then we'll see it in the picture afterwards. Maybe I will. All right, I am gonna do that because I'm just really feeling it. Let's put some glossy accent on his eyes because we do have a little time. And I did get a refresh the other day, so I just bought some more. So yeah. So it isn't going to look like a whole lot now, but in the pictures that I'll take later, so keep an eye out. You know, be sure to go to the Trinity stamps. It's like the page to share any of your Trinity stuff. Go there because I'll post it there when this is dry and looks good. But oh, that's so fun. Oh, and all that sparkle. And think of the different varieties you could do with this one for different colors as well. You could absolutely do this like very fall-like. Instead of doing your purples and your grays in the background with green, you could do some sort of like browns and oranges with maybe like some cream-colored steam coming up, and then you just have your little pumpkin. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Pauline, someday, lady, we have got to get you some sort of a pumpkin spice latte because they are wonderful. It does kick it up a notch, Melissa. I feel like, I don't know why I don't think about it more often. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Mary. Yes, this was fun. We're gonna, I guess we're not cutting it short, but this card came together pretty quickly since there really wasn't any coloring to do on it. And but there was a lot of fun to be had. Thank you guys for participating. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. Don't forget to hit the like button. That lets others, shares this video with others, or at least gives YouTube, lets them know. Sparkly always needed. Yes, Cherry, absolutely. Thank you, Pauline. I love the bling too. You guys know how I love the bling. But yes, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I will be back on my channel on Friday, and I will be back here doing another live in 2 weeks from today, so be sure to come back for that too. I'm gonna have a great time at this tasting. I cannot wait. Have fun camping, have fun, well, at work. I'm so glad that you were able to too, Kim. And I'm just so grateful to have seen you all. Go off and be amazingly creative, and just know how much you all are loved. Bye, everybody. you